The Premier League weeks are fizzing by now. Already we have approached game week 15. December is truly underway, and so is the Premier League. We've got, after midweek action, we've got another 10 Premier League games, major ones here, including the Merseyside Derby, London Derby, and most importantly, match of the week, another London Derby, Spurs against Chelsea.
Yes, it's that time of the year when it is really the deciding phase of the Premier League season. Teams who are leading can go back, and the ones who are trailing can
From behind.
come ahead, and it is really that time when the whole other world of football is sleeping and Premier League is up and running.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's begin. Early kickoff Saturday, Everton against Liverpool. Now, looking at the stats of this fixture, despite whichever team's on form, Liverpool mostly on the informed team on this fixture occurs. It all the current form goes right into the mud because it does not matter for derbies such as these, the Merseyside derby. It could have easily been the match of the week. But for a neutral, I don't think this is a typical game to watch. Yes, it has a hastiness. Yes, it has that derby feeling. But 23 red cards in this fixture and 12 goalless draws. The most in their category in the Premier League era. So it's going to be scrappy. It's going to be cagey. We know that. Liverpool dropping points at St. James's Park. But there's only one man we need to talk about right now. Mohamed Salah. He's breaking records by the night. The most Premier League games in which a player gets goal and assist. He got 37 such games, overtaking Wayne Rooney's 36. It's just impeccable. FSG better give him his money. Salah is irreplaceable, unstoppable, and he will get the job done at Goodison Park. I'm predicting a 1-0 victory to the visitors and Mohamed Salah. Who else to score?
Yes, you are right. But then in these kind of derby games is where Everton gets into their lives.
Yes.
So, and then these derby games, we cannot put anything on the forms that day. It is a derby, and the derby is always, and the Goodison Park will be ready for Liverpool team. But still, I see a lot of difference between the quality of these two teams at the moment. Everton midweek had a good win, 4-0, and at the other side, Liverpool unfortunate to draw, or I must say fortunate to draw. I don't know. That game was really good, and draw was the fair result. But this, I don't see anything other than Liverpool win against Everton. For me, the guy who was rested the other day, Diaz, to score.
Okay.
2-0 Liverpool to win.
Now moving on to the best home record in the league. It's Brentford against Newcastle. Brentford have picked up almost the maximum amount of points at home. Best home record, 19 points out of a possible 21. Scored 22 goals at home. And the fact remains that, but the only reason Brentford aren't in contention for European places at the moment is because they get to win away. So it's really topsy-turvy at Brentford. Newcastle performed well under the lights at St. James's Park against Liverpool. But I think Brentford at home is a really different story. But I think Newcastle will salvage a point. 2-2 draw, entertainment all round, and DR Congo striker Yohan Wissa to score.
Yes, Brentford at home is different animal. And for me, Newcastle, because of their midweek efforts, they will be a little bit more tired than Brentford. And Brentford at home is always a team to beat.
Yeah.
And in this game also, I will say Brentford will win 2-1. Although I will go with Isaac to score, but Brentford is going to win this game.
Moving on now to the Midlands. Villa against Southampton. Southampton are getting battered really bad right now. Jack Steffen's getting sent off again. Chelsea's passing 5 past Alex McCarthy. Is there anything positive at Southampton right now?
I don't think there is anything positive, and there is any chance of them surviving this season. They are going to go back to Championship. That is, for me, that is 100% sure. Aston Villa, the team get back to their form this midweek.
Yeah.
And now also, I think against Southampton, there is no way Aston Villa will lose this game. 3-1, Watkins to score. Aston Villa's run keep on
Villa's home record is impeccable, even through this poor run of fixtures. They haven't lost at home since a cup game in October. Just telling you how solid Aston Villa are at Villa Park. It's almost impossible to stop them. 2-1 Morgan Rogers to score.
Next up is Crystal Palace versus Man City. Man City midweek back to winning ways in some style 3-0, although it was not without their normal hiccups, but then 3-0 is 3-0. They won it. Now against Crystal Palace, that confidence will work. KDB, Jack Grealish in the team make the difference, and again KDB there, he will make again the difference. For me, Man City is going to beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Kevin De Bruyne, the king, to score.
Yeah, Crystal Palace have a poor record this season. They've never won back-to-back games, and it's really unlikely that starts from tomorrow evening. 3-2 Savio to score.
Okay, you mean it will be a close game?
Yeah, it will be. It'll be entertaining, but City should edge it.
Yeah. Man United against Nottingham Forest.
Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford. Even though it's disappointing result at the Emirates, it's very difficult to take anything from the Emirates.
Yeah.
All the big teams know that. But that 4-0 victory against Everton is still giving Old Trafford good vibes. And they're back at Old Trafford for this one. Nottingham Forest are the same team they were at the start of the season. They got battered hard by City. This should be a United victory. Amr has a brilliant home result, even at the home record, even at Sporting. He's 15 games, 15 wins in his last home games, including Sporting and United. So it should be a run over here. 3-0 Rasmus Højlund to score.
Yeah, for me it will be little closer. The game will be entertaining to watch, tactical battle, but also I agree with you. Man United will beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Marcus Rashford to score.
Okay, now moving on. Ipswich against Bournemouth, 18th against 19th. Bournemouth are
No, but
starting
Bournemouth is not 19.
9th, sorry.
9th, yes.
Yeah. Bournemouth right now are really performing because back-to-back victories now. First, Wolves, Kluivert making history, becoming the first ever player to score three penalties, and then beating Tottenham, Dean Huijsen's header being the difference. I don't think Ipswich can do much. They're yet to win at home, the only victory being away at Tottenham. This should be a cagey victory for Bournemouth, 1-0, and James Tavernier to score.
Yeah, I will differ from you at this moment because at home Ipswich are better.
Yeah, they've got
and
a good
Bournemouth
atmosphere.
has a history of not doing good against the lower teams. They always play well against the teams which are higher than them in the order, but then Ipswich is not that kind of team, and Bournemouth has to play with the ball a lot. Ipswich has chance on counter, and Ipswich is a good team. They played well against Man United at home, and I'm 100% sure Ipswich is going to give a fight here and they will do an upset. That's what I think. 1-0 victory for Ipswich. Delap to score for them. Ipswich, another victory.
Okay.
Next up,
in
Fulham.
London, Fulham against Arsenal. It's a London derby here. Fulham, one man we need to talk about, Nigerian winger Alex Iwobi. He's on form right now. Arsenal, they're really good right now. They are looking like a team in the title contention after that poor run of form now. 2-0 victory over Man United was due to their set piece routines once more being the key. I think Arsenal should have the victory over Fulham here. 3-1 Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, Fulham is different. Fulham is playing full with confidence. They beat Brighton so easily over the midweek. And Arsenal, I was reading an article this afternoon where Arsenal was... they said that Arsenal is a new Stoke City, playing for the corners all the time, and then these corners they are utilizing and they are scoring from the corners. But then you cannot win games if you are only trying to score from the corners. For me, Fulham will play a good game, and this game will end up in draw. 2-2. Saliba again score from corner, but then Fulham will also score 2 goals. Points dropped for Arsenal here.
Yeah, I think Arteta said it perfectly. We don't want to be the corner kings, we want to be the kings of everything. Now moving on to Ruud van Nistelrooy's home game against Brighton. I think Brighton are right now off form, drawing to Southampton, then losing. I think the amount of fixtures is taking their toll on not a really big squad, so it's become tough. But I think Brighton should bounce back now. 2-1, Danny Welbeck to score.
Yeah,
Brighton collect 3 points.
Yeah, Leicester City, it's a new manager jump. Players are fighting, players are playing. and I think it will again, they will show the character, they will show the fight against Brighton. It will be a draw. They will not be able to win, but draw. Vardy to score again. Unbeaten run for Ruud van Nistelrooy in Premier League continues. 1-1. Jamie Vardy to score.
Okay, moving on now. Match of the week. Here we go. London derby. Spurs against Chelsea. And Postecoglou against Enzo Maresca. Lot of criticism against Tottenham after their disappointing defeat to Bournemouth. Chelsea are exactly the opposite of that right now. They destroyed Southampton midweek. I'm thinking we're going to see more of the same. But Tottenham, with their high line, their risk and reward football, they perform against the larger teams when they're forced to play without the ball, rather. I think we can both agree on that one.
Yes.
And at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the fans want Ange to give a bounce back because Tottenham aren't a mid-table team. They're not in the place they're supposed to be. Yes, they're inconsistent, but they are better than that. And this will be a point against Enzo Maresca's performing Chelsea team. 1-1 draw and Brennan Johnson to score.
Yeah, if you go by form, Chelsea will be having an easy victory. But Premier League is different. It doesn't go by form. Especially Tottenham doesn't go by form. When they are against the good teams, they play better. When they are against the lower teams, they tend to lose points. Here against Chelsea, I think they will have the best of the days. And surprisingly, I am saying that Tottenham will beat Chelsea here.
Wow, big call that.
They will beat them 2-1. Son to score, and Tottenham will win and have 3 points in the bag.
Okay, that was all for game week 15. Big call to end it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to reach 300. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.